Hello Nigerians here, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me once again today. So let me start this video by saying that the APC government led by Bola Tinubu has suspended the student loan they said that they are going to give indefinitely. Now you see what this APC government is all about. Propaganda everywhere. Now this same government that has suspended the student loan indefinitely approved the sum of 2.5 billion naira for Godswill Akpabio to buy refrigerator for his constituency. That is to show you the level of impunity, the level of corruption, the level of mismanagement of funds in this particular government. You see, a few days ago, Ningi, a senator from Bauchi State, actually exposed how Godswill Akpabio and the rest of them padded 3.7 trillion naira to the national budget. And yesterday, that particular senator was actually suspended from Senate meetings. Now, he made this revelation through an interview with BBC Hausa. And after that, he also came to Channels TV to still confirm what he said, that he is not going to, pull back what he said, that he is still saying it strongly, that there was 3.7 trillion paid into the budget. Now, apart from that, another senator also raised alarm during their Senate meeting that the sum of 500 million naira was given to other senators that he himself did not receive. And this is the level of impunity and corruption going on in Nigeria under APC government, under Bola Tinubu's government. When we say that APC government has nothing to offer, they have come to loot Nigeria and impoverish Nigerians. You think that we are joking? Now, Tinubu, Godswill Akpabio and their allies are trying to change the narrative now. They are now trying to say that the money they shared is constituency projects. While some are now tagging it as civilian coup, trying to play the tribal card. They are now trying to say that he Ningi, make that statement because the Senate president is from the south and not from the north. I want you to listen to what this particular senator from Benue State, their former governor, Suswan, who has actually looted a lot of money from that Benue State government. He also has a case with EFCC. This is the kind of people that are our senators. I want you to listen to him talk because he is one of the people that received that 500 million, and that's why he's defending Godswill Akpabio and refusing to speak up and say the truth. When we come back, we'll analyze the video more.
Almost, we need to understand what budget padding is all about. What is the meaning of budget padding when they say that budget has been padded? A budget is padded when there are introductions into the budget more than the original estimate. The question is, Mr. President submitted a budget of 22.7 trillion. What was signed, is it more than what was submitted? If that is the case, then you will say that the budget has been padded. The other issue is that if there are introduction of new items that were not originally submitted by the president into the budget and submitted to the National Assembly, are there new items in the budget that were not originally submitted? That is what constitutes budget padding. And so I listened to what Ningi said, that budget was padded. And the question I was asking is that, what was signed by the president, was it more than what the president submitted? If it is not more than what the president submitted, then it does not constitute budget padding. But I think what the issue has always been is that the leadership of the National Assembly, both in the House and in the Senate, at the level of leadership, would normally take the lion's share when it comes to constituency project. That has always been an issue that agitates the minds of most members or most senators. A situation where you are a senator like somebody else, just because he's been elected as one of the leaders, he will have 5 billion worth of project in the budget, and you will have less than 500. That agitated the minds of a lot of senators. And I think that that was what Senator Ningi was talking about. It's just misuse of words, and most people don't understand. When they say budget padding, a lot of people don't understand what budget padding is all about. And so I think that in his press conference, instead of him to have accused the leadership of enhancing their constituency project where and over above other members of the Senate, he rather say that the budget was padded. When you say the budget was padded, it constitutes a very serious offense.
So I believe you heard him trying to change the narrative that what Ningi was talking about was the constituency project, that Ningi used the wrong term. The question is Ningi a small child? Is this his first time in the Senate? Someone that has spent more than 70 years in the Senate doesn't know what is a constituency project and budget padding. For him to come out to make that statement twice means that something is really going on. Even the presidency has agreed that there was 1.5 or 1.3 trillion padding in the National Assembly. So these people should just come out clean and tell Nigerians what is going on. Now, let's also listen to Senator Akpabio as he tried to push the narrative to ethnic bigotry.
How to do was tantamount to a civilian coup, which has failed. And in doing this, he wanted to use the platform of Northern Senators Forum. God bless all those who have dissociated themselves as members of Northern Senators Forum. Number two, I pay glowing tribute to His Excellency Senator Tambua, Aminu Wasir Tambua, and to His Excellency Senator Ahmad Lawa. Why am I doing this? They had very peaceful tenure, and I was one of those instrumental. I'm also speaking as a Southerner for the first time. The attempt to take the election of the leadership of this Senate beyond June 13, 2023 must stop. 60-something senators voted for Godswill Akpabio. 40-something senators voted against Godwin Akpabio. The will of the majority. Every day, there have been a few, just a few. And that's one of the reasons I will pay tribute to Senator Tambua. He didn't pretend about where he stood. But after that, some of them got up on the floor of this Senate and said, election is over. Let's work together as senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A few have refused to do this. And that's why it's always about Akpabio, never about the Senate, never about the House of Reps, never about the Office of DG Budget. All of us pass this budget. Never about Mr. President who signed this budget. It's always about Akpabio. We have a momentum. This is a defining moment for all of us to say, if we are going to have a stable Senate, let us have one. It is not about North and South. It's about our rules. It's about the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's about people who are hungry and deprived. Mr. President, sitting as chair, make no mistake about it. A few people who fear they will not give you more than 1 year to spend in this chair want to do everything possible before the 13th of June to remove you. And I am telling you, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, distinguished colleagues, and that's why I say I'm speaking as Senator Michael Okpeyemi, not as the Senate leader. As the Senate leader, I've always done everything possible to stabilize the Senate. I'm exercising my own privilege as a senator. Now I am telling you, sir. I am telling you, sir. And I want Nigerians to know, I say it for history. The last time the people of South that you represent had a chance to be Senate President was over 40 years ago. The last time the entire people of the South had a chance to be Senate President was during Obasanjo regime, when he went to the Southeast. 5 people were elected because they were impeached in quick succession. But as soon as he left the South, we had peace and stability again because we will always cooperate. David Mark spent 8 years. Senator Ahmad Lawal spent 4 years. Peaceful 4 years. Saraki, even with all he did, spent 4 years. He was not impeached. It is about Akpabio. It is about the South. You can now understand why Senator Ningi, we want to use the name of Northern Senators Forum, even when most of them did not agree to this. Mr. President, I plead with you. This is an opportunity for us to follow our rules.
I also believe you heard what he said, trying to push it to the fact that Ningi is not happy that the Senate President is from the South. But that's actually not the truth. The truth is that something is really going on, and the Senate needs to come out clean and tell Nigerians what they are using this money called constituency project to do and how much it is. I will leave you guys to drop your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to share and like my videos.